Something I want to talk talk about that stems from last week's conversation, that a lot of borrowers have a predisposed feeling about what we do and what's important to us, when really in this industry it's not. Which, well, I don't want to say not important, but it doesn't play nearly as much of a factor, which is credit and our interest rates and so forth. These two people get their heads really wrapped around maybe a low credit score being an immediate turnoff. I've had people that are afraid to actually call because of their credit may not be good. Which is crazy, because at the end of the day, if somebody says to me, hey, what's your credit? You know, can I afford that interest rate? My answer to you is, I'm not even going to answer that question. My answer is, what does the collateral look like? Because I think that you would do the same thing, Jay. If you have a good deal in front of you, you are going to find a way to fill those other three pieces in. So I'd really usually tell people, I can find a way. If you have a good deal, don't worry so much about your credit and the interest rates and the numbers and so forth. We will find a way to make it work. I don't know what your experience with that has been.
Yeah, let's have a conversation. You know, one of our lead sales guys here in our office, he's coined the term like, it's a conversation. And I never really understood exactly what he meant by that. And you know, his sales tactics or your sales tactics and mine they're all different. We all have different ways that we communicate with people. But he's all about pushing on a conversation. Like, let's figure out and let's work through this situation. Thank God you did pick up the phone and you called. Right. Because now that we're talking, we can talk through this. We can understand your investment goals. You know, locally, you know, and you know, both collaboratively, we do strategy sessions for some of our clients, so we can fully understand their situation. Yep. And it's not like an automated online metrics of, hey, let's put this deal in the formula and see what happens.
Nah, it's a bank. Go to a bank. Go to a bank if you want to do that.
You want a deal like that, go to a bank. Like, it doesn't work like that here. It's having a face-to-face conversation. I'll be honest, like, I'm a sucker for people that come in here and, you know, say, listen, I'm really going to try hard. I really want to get this deal done. I've had some issues in the past. Like, if somebody walks in this door and we have a real good conversation and I have a good gut feeling about them, I'd probably lend them higher than I would if we just didn't know them. Save
yourself a few $1,000 by having a good personality. Sure.
Exactly. So I would just make sure, you know, you push to at least kind of have a conversation with us or any other hard money lender related to somebody who can fully understand your situation. And you know, sit down with them, go over the whole formula, go over the whole situation, understand understand all your goals.
Good. Yeah, I agree. Getting the whole picture is important, so it keeps so the borrower doesn't feel that the credit score is as important as maybe that they thought coming into the conversation. They understand how the money works with the interest rates. You know, just a short synopsis of a guy that I actually recently dealt with. He got hammered in 2008. A lot of people did. And he is extremely qualified, extremely savvy investor, but he got caught holding a lot of properties. Came to me and said, hey, I've paid this much money back in a bunch of loans that I've done, and I don't have the greatest credit. I know what I'm doing in this. Met with him, felt good about it, and since then we've done quite a few loans with him, but it never would have happened if we didn't meet.
Yeah, and he would have lost out on the opportunity if he called any other hard money lender, if all he asked was, hey, what's your credit score requirements?
Yeah, that's a fantastic guy.
Yeah, I mean, ours would say, it's a conversation. We don't have credit score requirements. Just like someone says, you know, the first time someone calls in, they say, what's your interest rate? Well, what do you mean, what's an interest rate? Like, that has nothing to do with the transaction.
Yep.
Right? So
exactly.
Just because you think those are specific questions to ask, they're not. You know, try to have an actual conversation related to the situation, you know, with any hard money lender, and, you know, it'll become successful.
I agree.